This was 20 minutes ago.
This morning, the story that will not go away for President Trump, and not go away because Republicans on the Hill are joining in the MAGA chorus demanding more transparency on...
Ooh. Oh shit, there's more people joining in, boys!
The Jeffrey Epstein
Get it!
This is reaching something of a bipartisan fever pitch.
Yeah, he's losing favor. He's losing favor with the American people. Release these fucking files, Orangeman. Come on.
Bizarre alliances. MAGA influencers, congressional Republicans.
Even MAGA's starting to stand against him now. They're gonna have to do something.
Democrats essentially teaming up against the Trump administration and its handling of a case that went away in 2019 when Jeffrey Epstein died in jail, sparking a flood of conspiracy theories on the right. Even House Speaker Mike Johnson is now speaking out, calling on the Department of Justice to release whatever files they still have on the sex trafficking investigation. President Trump, after years suggesting he would release files and wanted them released to the American people, now says he just does not get it, why people care.
Oh, I wonder why. It's not like he built his entire election off of it.
I don't understand it, why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then just release the files. If it really doesn't mean that much, just release the files. It's not like it's gonna hurt you, right? Then what does it matter? Shh.
I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't...
Well, if it's boring, then just release it.
Understand why it keeps going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible...
See that laugh? That's the laugh of somebody who thinks they won. That's adorable.
I would say let them have it.
Attorney General Pam Bondi, for her part, is not budging, maintaining that after their review of the files, there is nothing to see. House Democrats, as I mentioned, they're really...
Well, if there's nothing to see, then if you release it, then that's so what? There's nothing to see, right? So just release it. Oh, by the way, they apparently they released the footage around the Epstein's cell, and over the course of last week and a little bit of this week, they have been using Meta to see if it was edited, even though they said that it wasn't. Apparently, there's still over 15 minutes of footage missing from the video. So not only did they lie and they edited and rendered it as a fucked up video, but they also took bits and pieces out. Still, they continue to lie and call us idiots, even though, for whatever reason, we have the better ability to make videos than they do. I don't know, how stupid they think we are.
Now, they tried to force the Justice Department's hand here by putting an amendment in an unrelated bill to release the Epstein files. That failed, but that's not stopping Democrats from trying to exploit this break, this fissure between President Trump and his party. CNN's Kevin Liptak is joining us now starting us off from the White House this morning. Where is this headed today, Kevin?
Well, it's certainly not dying down.
This was 20 minutes ago, boys, so this is going to be today's setup.
The expectation of people inside the White House when we were talking about this yesterday, certainly the president's supporters still very upset about all of this.
He should be upset. You know why? Because we're upset. We're upset and we're tired of being fucking lied to. Release these files.
Saying that he doesn't understand it, saying that, quote, only very bad people are interested in this is going to
No. Okay, so what, are we Nazis now? What's next? You gonna start calling us Nazis, fascist, racist, sexist? Bro, you can't use what the prior term did. It doesn't work on us anymore. We're numb to it. Release the files! Return the files! We want them now. I suffer my fate.
have the effect that he hopes it has. And a lot of the ire still continues to be directed at the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, who, remember, only a few months ago said that she had the Epstein client list on her desk ready to review.
It's crazy that even CNN is calling them out for their own shit. Like, you can't sit there and say these things on social media, and then whenever you realize that it might be as bad, worse than you think, not release these files and say they don't exist. That's not how this works. You fucked up. Clearly there's something on there that the Republican Party doesn't want us to see. Well, this is too damn bad, because you're writing your people's elections on it. So, return the files, or suffer my fate.
In that memo last week said that such a list did not exist. Now, we heard from Mike Johnson, who is about the biggest ally of President Trump's in Washington. He was asked about that comment from Pam Bondi. Listen to what Johnson said.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide. Pam Bondi, I don't know, when she originally made the statement, I think she was talking about documents, as I understood it, they were on her desk. I don't know that she was specific about a list or whatever, but she needs to come forward and explain that to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly now a lot of pressure mounting on the Justice Department to put out more information on this. And in fact, you did hear from President Trump yesterday, even as he tried to dismiss all of this, say that he thinks that Bondi should put out more information if it is what he calls credible. But at the same time, he sort of diminished the possibility that such a credible list might exist, saying that it was created by his political rivals. We've also heard Democrats
Oh, I bet it was, especially if his name's in there and it's dirty. I'd imagine it was. That's typically how any person who's on the defendant stand believes and thinks.
for hearings on Capitol Hill, people who are associated with Epstein in the Justice Department. We also heard from Tim Burchett, the Tennessee Republican, saying that he wants to hear from the Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, saying that she should come and testify on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, dude, they need to let her out of prison, and they need to walk her up the aisle to like the podium in the center of the house, and like let her like just talk about everything. Just like lock the doors with all the senators in there and the president. And then like as she's announcing names of people she like knew did things, they should like just haul them out in handcuffs straight to jail. Not even hearing nothing, just straight to jail and seize all their fucking assets. That's really where the fear comes from with a lot of these senators, is they know that it can go even deeper if American people want answers for this. And there are a lot of senators on there, they could lose everything. They could lose all their assets. They could lose everything. Which would also, I would like to point this out. This could be a positive for the U.S. because if the U.S. seizes their assets, then any amount of wealth they have before they go to jail could automatically be used to pay off the debt. And also any assets that they seize, they can auction off and also put that money towards going to the debt. So like, well, Bob's your uncle. Really kind of works out, don't it?
Of course, serving 20 years in prison in Tallahassee. Not exactly clear how that would work. But in that interview, Mike Johnson said that he was open to that, saying that he's...
She ain't never gonna leave that prison, dude. I can almost promise you, if this keeps going on, she's gonna turn up missing or dead. And it's gonna be another offing herself, if you know what I mean. They need to get a statement of her saying that she's not, attempting to harm herself in any way.
For transparency.
The calls are growing from within President Trump's party to release more information about the case around Jeffrey Epstein.
Keep the pressure, boys. Anytime they give ground, we take that ground.
As the base continues to revolt over Epstein into the second week, some of the president's House allies basically want to see more transparency. Earlier this year,
and they don't want that because they know that their shit's cooked if they do.
The Attorney General told Fox News...
I could be wrong, and you know what? If I'm wrong and they do release these files and none of it has like any information towards, a certain somebody who's the president, okay, I'll admit I'm wrong. But we don't know, so why else would they not want to release these files?
Of Epstein clients was, quote, sitting on her desk for review. You can see an image there of Mike Johnson, who's also moved on this issue. Sources are now telling CNN that she was actually referring to files which were later given to right-wing influencers at the White House in big folders labeled the Epstein Files Phase 1. President Trump still seems confused why so many...
I love how they really tried to say that these don't exist. I love it, dude.
This.
I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going.
Group chat.
I don't know, Agent Orange, but either way, if it's sordid and it's boring, you should just release it. If it's that bad.
CNN has done some polling on the issue and found that 3% of Americans are satisfied with the amount of information released on this case. That dissatisfaction along party lines isn't even that far off.
Damn! That is crazy, dude. Oh my God. Damn, bro.
Hear about the independence number, which is now at 52%, and Democrats getting religion. Very interested now, Maria. 56% are like, hey, we need more information. I don't know who wants to jump in here. Is there a clean way out?
I think
yeah, release the files.
Now they are doing the right thing in terms of fanning the flames, because this is something that is going to be very detrimental to Trump and Republicans if they don't quell their...
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna lose seats if they don't fix this. They're gonna lose seats quick. Anyone who's not advocating for the release of these files will probably be losing their seat. I promise you.
That's the point. The fanning of the flames for Democrats needs to show MAGA base, the podcasters who were so supportive of Trump are the ones who are now saying, we need more information. He's not doing what we thought he was going to do. We did not vote for this. If Democrats continue to underscore that, as opposed to just chiming in ourselves about how this needs to be something because it's important for the American people, right?
Yeah.
That's what we need to be doing, is underscoring how this could be the one thing, Audie. We have always asked, what is the one thing, if it exists, that would make the MAGA base turn on Trump? It certainly wasn't him shooting
but
somebody
it's
on
hard.
Fifth Avenue.
Exactly.
This could be it.
And I
This
saw
is it.
A Truth Social post from the president basically saying, why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, Crooked Hillary, Comey? I mean, it's the rogues gallery. It's all the things. All the things. Just put them in there. And the response in general, not been great. Can I give the last few seconds to you?
Yeah, that's right. Not been great. This goes to Donald Trump's core, right? This idea that he was an outsider.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that he ran his entire campaign on this. So of course.
And crackheads.
He's the
He also said he'd release JFK and then Martin Luther King Jr. stuff as well. They never did that either.
He is the savior to do this. And now for him to say, oh, there's nothing to see here, why are people up in arms? It goes directly against his identity and the identity of people he picked for these offices. Kash Patel, Pam Bondi. So
Dan
Don Bongino,
yeah.
exactly.
Joining me now is Holly Baldson.
We want to see accountability for this. I want to see senators go to jail. I want to see it. I want to see assets being seized. I want to see people's lives get ruined for the nasty shit they did. All right? That's what we want as American people. We're tired of looking at the upper class fucks who are looking down on us from their cast iron throne saying we do no wrong when clearly you can. Release the file.